Hello, and welcome back to the On the Real with Andrew podcast, where me and my revolving group of friends discuss any and everything in the world of film and TV. I'm your host, Andrew Washington, and joining me today on this very special Oscar nominations Thursday morning is Vivian. Hello again.
Hi, everybody. Nice to be back.
Welcome back. It's been you were on for Gladiator a couple episodes ago, so you know you're in the swing of things. Today's a special day.
Very, very special. The biggest day of 2025. So.
And as such, it's a special episode. We're going to be diving into and talking about any and everything related to the Oscar nominations, the Academy Award nominations for 2025, the calendar year, but celebrating films from 2024. We have a lot to talk about, so we're gonna kind of jump right in. We'll be doing like will wins and should wins, and then some of our own personal nominations and surprises and snubs and all of that. So
I can't wait. I've been dying to discuss all morning. After I saw this, I was like, I have so many. I should have written notes of things, but I'll go through this list. I have so much I want to discuss.
I was literally hesitating from texting you this morning because I was like, we have to.
There was a couple I couldn't hold myself back, but that's okay.
I was even trying to abstain from tweeting anything before we record, but it was just as I kept scrolling down the list, it was just more and more my eyes were just widening. I couldn't believe some of the stuff I was saying. With that, okay, well let's stop dancing around stuff. What's your biggest surprise? I can name one.
There's a couple. I think my biggest surprise is Challengers for Score.
Yeah.
I think
that was a tough loss.
Fucking stupid, first off. That was my favorite album of the year also. That was my most listened to album of the year on whatever Apple Music. I don't know, Spotify, sorry.
Challenger Score was top 3 snub for me.
Denis for Director, I was really, really mad about. And then, just in general, I think the Challengers not getting screenplay
was 0.
Stupid. Yeah, and also Queer, which was Luca's other movie this year, which was another one of my favorites. So I think Challengers, just in anything, Daniel Craig for Queer, and what was my third? Denis for Director. Those are my biggest snubs.
Your 3 biggest snubs. Okay. Right. I think like I said, Challengers for Score is definitely top 3 biggest snubs overall because I just can't believe
it doesn't make any sense. It just won at the Globes.
Right.
And Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross have won an Oscar before.
They were double nominees a couple of years ago. Their Academy. I'm so shocked. I think it's probably something that the Academy has against Luca's movies, but I mean they loved Call Me by Your Name. They didn't like anything that he's done after that for some reason.
Yeah.
But
I don't think he cares.
He definitely doesn't, and I kind of love that about him.
No, he doesn't really. That's not why he makes movies. Which I don't think anyone should make a movie just to win an Oscar.
No.
So I respect Luca for that.
Yeah, Denzel in Gladiator 2 was a big one that I noticed just because he had gotten snubbed at some other awards bodies, but this one I feel Denzel, he's an Academy favorite. He got nominated he's Denzel Washington, but he was nominated for. Did you see Roman J. Israel Esquire?
No,
the year that
but I remember it was nominated.
It's such a nothing movie. Yeah. I remember seeing it. It was Thanksgiving when it came out, and I was like, okay. I was excited because it was Denzel, and then I watched it. I was like, there's nothing going on here. But that was it. He got a back-to-back Oscar nomination with that, and then I think Fences was the year before. Also interesting to note, I did read that Coleman Domingo is the first Black actor to have back-to-back nominations since him.
Oh my gosh, how interesting! I haven't sing Sing Sing.
Sing Sing is really good.
I know it's really great, so it's not on my list just because I don't want to cheat, I haven't seen that, and I haven't seen Amelia Perez, which I don't even want to get into that.
Girl.
I don't think I need to.
Oh my god. Other snub wise, Denis for Director, but I'm not going to put that on my list because you've already said Ramel Ross for Director for Nickel Boys.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
I mean, I've talked on the podcast several times about how I think he like deserves to even win or should like deserve to even win this year. And it was always an uphill battle for Nickel Boys. You know, I mean, outside of just the context of what the movie is, there's also the fact that like Amazon didn't know what to do with the rollout. Like they just paid it dust. But also I think I'd say like I saw the TV glow for anything. Not that I had like high expectations for like the Academy for it to like make it into the Academy, but I just think that it's
a very cool
such
movie.
a, you know, gorgeous movie. Queer as well, but I think Daniel Craig most specifically, I was surprised because I thought that he was
totally surprised.
I thought that he was like a lock.
Yeah, me too.
He seemed like a lock.
Totally. Oh, for Sebastian Stan in The Apprentice?
He was the one that was like the back and forth, like
for
will he, won't he? Like, both performances. And I'm actually even surprised that he got the nomination for The Apprentice over A Different Man, because The Different Man was what he won the Golden Globe for. But I feel like people, or at least the older voters, like know that they just know more that he played Trump than he played the character in A Different Man. Totally. And so I just feel like that's just how it went.
It's just politics.
it's
totally.
The Oscars has never failed to piss me off. Like there's never been a year where I feel like they've gotten like everything right.
I also feel Substance not getting editing is annoying.
Yes.
And Wicked, which I think is like the editing is fine. I think that is what I would take out. Actually, Amelia Perez. I don't give a fuck about Amelia Perez.
No, I would take Amelia Perez out of everything.
Yeah.
But no.
And no Angelina Jolie.
That's one that I'm mad about as well.
Because that's a really good
and we'll come more to that later. Yes. But that's another one that I'm very mad about. I think surprise-wise, okay, enough on snub. I'm still here for Best Picture.
I know.
Gagged.
That's crazy.
Me beyond belief.
It's good. It's like
it's good. It's fine. We saw it together like last week.
Yeah.
Fernando Torres' performance is fantastic, but the movie is just fine. It's like not even the best political thriller that came out this year. It's not even the best international political thriller that came out this year. I would say The Seed of the Sacred Fig
is so good.
And
what was nominated for No Kneecap?
No Kneecap. And did you see Kneecap tweeted like "fuck the Oscars"?
I deactivated it.
Or it was sorry, it was Instagram. I misspoke, but it was
I didn't see that.
It was like "fuck the Oscars" and "fuck Israel," and I'm like, period.
I agree with
like,
those
period.
statements. Yeah. Flo, Amelia Perez, Seed of Sacred Fig, Girl with the Needle, I'm Still Here. So I've seen 2 of these. I need to see Flo.
Flo is cute. Flo is a very cute movie.
Yeah, I want to see it.
You know, nothing. I mean, it's mostly groundbreaking just because of like the technology, I guess, and just like how the camera work is crazy. Like I can't believe they were able to achieve some of those shots with you know, animation. But it's like fine. Have you seen The Adventures of Milo and Otis?
No.
Okay. Different vibe of a movie that's live action, but similar in the sense that it's like animals, like doing animal stuff, and there's no dialogue.
That's fun. I like
but
that.
It's just Milo and Otis is interesting because it's a Japanese movie, but it like was like they used real animals and like a bunch of animals like died on set. It was like a whole thing.
That's horrible.
But no, yeah, Flo, like I said, Flo is much different. Flo's a lot cuter, and at least is more intriguing. I think Milo and Otis is a very boring movie, but
Flo has, I'm sure, some structure to it.
Yeah. I mean, it's a found family story in a way, but you know, it's still. I'm not mad at Flo's success. The animated category this year is interesting. I mean, I think Memoir of a Snail is really good and would be mine.
So off my movie game. I don't know what's wrong with me. I've only seen one of these, which is Untitled 2. And that's super embarrassing.
Wallace and Gromit is fine. I mean, it's I'll say fun. I didn't grow up on Wallace and Gromit. I grew up on all of the other Aardman properties. But
I can't. I'm so scared.
Really?
Oh, I'm terrified. I literally can't watch it. I forget who it was. Someone turned that movie on like at one point in my life, and I was like, turn it off, turn it off, turn it off, turn it off. I saw Shaun the Sheep in theaters. I had to walk out. Like, it was like I couldn't do it. I can't. I don't like the little noises thing they put in their mouths. Like, I'm like, ew, I can't. It's like actually disgusting. I can't. But I want to see Flow. I want to see Memoir of a Stale. I'll see Wallace and Gromit, and I want to see The Wild Robot.
Yeah, Wallace and Gromit is probably the easiest to watch.
I genuinely want to see all these movies, which is
Wild Robot's really good. I think I'd actually, I'm going to change my answer. I would vote for Wild Robot.
I really want to see it
over all those. Memoir of a Snail is like really strong though, and is more. I haven't seen Max. Feels more original.
Yeah,
than The Wild Robot.
What do you think's gonna win?
For that one, well,
it better not be Inside Out 2 because I.
Don't well, before we get into will wins and should wins, are there any more surprises?
September 5th being screenplay.
Yeah,
it's fucking stupid. I also have never seen it, but
I haven't seen it either. But what I will say is that I only heard about it. Yeah, I've heard that it's basically like propaganda, but it was more prevalent in my head in like best picture conversations than anything else, which, you know, again, seems so random and strange, but it was like the only conversation that I heard it in was for best picture. And it was like, the story was going to be that it was the only nomination for it.
Totally. Can I do another surprise?
Yeah.
Monica for A Complete Unknown.
Okay.
What?
T, of all of the performances in that movie, or at least in terms of the supporting performances in that movie, I would pick her over everybody else. Like outside of Timothy, like over Edward Norton.
I think Edward is so good in that movie. That's like my kind of weird take. It's like I think that performance is so good.
He was kind of nothing to me. I mean, it just didn't. His performance just didn't move me. I think it's a good performance. I think all the performances are solid. None of them are particularly groundbreaking to me.
I just don't think Monica's like in it enough. Like, what would her Oscar clip be? You know,
she's singing.
Good. She's good. Like again, I think A Complete Unknown is great. Like, I think it's like I really love it. Obviously, I don't think it's Best Director worthy, but
that's a surprise.
Yeah,
that was a surprise. I'll say. I feel like we're still like so fresh in the throes of it. Like,
that I'm forgetting all the big ones.
Forgetting all the big ones, but also I'm still like forming my like opinions. Like it's like I'm still looking at the list and just,
for sure, no,
like gagging at different stuff every time.
And I'm sure my opinions will change. Lots to discuss in general.
Yes. I think things that were expected for me. Oh, also, I'll say I'm glad that Nosferatu picked up a few
1,000%.
craft nominations.
That was a main one for me. Cinematography, like, yes. Also, Maria getting cinematography.
Nickel Boy's not getting nominated for cinematography.
Oh, yeah.
That was the other big snub that I was trying to think about. I'll say of all of the nominations for Nickel Boys, cinematography was the biggest lock for it. Like in all of the other conversations, like it has done very well at like in other critics' bodies, like for winning cinematography. It was nominated in the whatever the guild for cinematography is. It's the ASC, the American Cinematography Society. That's the bit, like, other than like, you know, writing, directing, and even more so than the performances in the movie, they were pushing for a cinematography nomination. And for some fucking reason they didn't get it. You've seen Nickel Boys. I don't know how that's possible.
Yeah.
And you've also seen the other, what are the other nominees?
The only one I haven't seen is Amelia Perez.
Okay.
I think Maria looks really nice.
Maria does look really nice.
I think
but that's the wrong nomination for Maria.
Totally. Nosferatu looks good. Dune Part 2 looks good. Brutalist looks good. Like, I'm not mad about any of these. I would just throw Nickel Boys in there instead of Amelia Perez. Which again I haven't seen, but I'm forming opinions based on. Yeah, no, I
would definitely swap Amelia Perez out with Nickel Boys, or I mean, even Amelia Perez. The one thing that Amelia Perez has going for it is the way that it looks. I think it is a good looking movie, but outside of that, it's completely ridiculous.
It feels like I don't understand why it's sweeping. It got the most nominations.
It's because it's French, and it's old white people don't know how to deal with it. They're like, this is radical, because they just think it's the only movie about trans people that exists. Or it's like the first one that they've seen.
Definitely. And they want to seem like, they're like, oh, we support, but it's like, girl, what are you talking about right now? Did you see Someone sent me this video from Twitter. Was the director like shaking his head when Cynthia Erivo
Yes.
got nominated? I was like, oh my
Which
god!
also,
Did you send
okay,
that to me? I don't know.
I might not have sent it to you, but
So-
I just saw it not too long ago, and I will say, I mean, I've gone on record about like how I feel about Cynthia's performance. I think it's good. I don't think it's great. I think there's parts of it that are kind of stiff, but like when she's vocally performing or like singing, it like her character comes out a lot better. I'm not entirely mad that she got the nomination. I mean, I love Cynthia. I'm a fan
Yeah.
of the movie. She wouldn't be in my 5. Like if
Yeah.
I were picking the 5,
She's
she
not in
wasn't
mine
going to be
either,
in my
yeah.
5. But that's not one. I'm not fully mad at how well Wicked did. It did way better than I thought that it would. 10 nominations is a lot, and I am glad that it didn't
it's like
get a
not
director
like
nomination.
John Chu for director over
Yeah.
like Denis or something. Like
Yeah,
I would pick James Mangold, I guess. I don't know.
I would
They're
pick
both
James
fine.
Mangold over John Chu, but I wouldn't put James Mangold like near my top 10 for director this year. Nickel Boys received 2 nominations, one of which for Best Picture, which a lot of people were labeling as a surprise. And I have to go on record and say, actually, Nickel Boys, I am in no way, shape, or form surprised that it got a Best Picture nomination. Because actually, if you've been paying attention it's so random. But if you've been paying attention to a lot of Best Picture conversations, Nickel Boys has stayed in Best Picture conversations since it premiered at, I can't remember which festival, but since it hit the festival circuit. It's, I mean, you know, everything else about it has kind of been up in the air, but it has pretty much consistently been in like the overall like 10.
Totally.
So, you know, I am very much surprised that it was shut out of other things, but again, we will get to that. Okay, so we're gonna just kind of go through category by category and do a little will win, should win. So in a way, you could call this the OTR-scars.
Yes.
But okay, I have a list of everything, and I'm just gonna start at the bottom, but it's in alphabetical order, or mine is in alphabetical order.
Do you want me to read them? I can start with visual effects. Is that?
Yes.
Okay. Nominations for visual effects: Alien Romulus, Better Man, Dune Part 2, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, and Wicked.
This is kind of hilarious.
This group of movies.
It is the year of the monkey. I think Dune 2 immediately.
Totally.
And I think it should win, and I think that it will win. But I think the presence of like Better Man and
it'd be really cool if Better
Kingdom
Man
of the Planet of the Apes.
Alien Romulus, I haven't seen, but
I have not seen that either. I've only seen the first Alien movie. I've not seen any of the others. So the first one's really good. But yeah, Dune 2, bar none. Yeah, we'll that's not even a long conversation.
Okay, Sound, A Complete Unknown, Dune Part 2, Amelia Perez, Wicked, and The Wild Robot, which I think is a really fun nomination.
Yes, it's or not often animated movies get nominated here, but if you look at animated movies that have received multiple nominations, or more specifically nominations outside of the animated feature film category or like song or score categories, it's always sound. It's always sound. Screenwriting, like once or twice, like with Inside Out and The Incredibles. But
I think Finding Nemo might have gotten a nomination, which as it should. Like old Pixar, I could go on a whole rant about why I'm upset about certain companies going certain directions, but those are some brilliant screenplays. Out of these, I think Dune is going to win, and I think Dune should win.
And I agree with you. I think Dune should win this category.
I don't know. Honestly,
I will say though, the sound design in A Complete Unknown is really good. That's one thing that I will give the movie. When I watched it, I was like, "Oh, this is like a concert." It's like a concert in this bitch.
I could see, actually, you know what? I could see A Complete Unknown winning if they're giving James Mangold director. You never know. I
don't think it's gonna be strong enough in any category to like win anything.
I guess so.
But like we'll get through like all specifically what they are, but I mean, 2 awards in as of right now, sound seems like the most deserving for A Complete Unknown. So in that sense, I feel like, and also because Dune 2 is seemingly not very popular, and I feel like it might be because the first one was so popular. Because this one only got 6 nominations. The first one got like more, but it won 6.
That's true. It's an odd.
Such
it's such
an
a better
interesting.
movie.
It's
That's
such a better
the
movie.
thing.
Like, oh my god, it's so baffling. It's so baffling.
Next is production design. The Brutalist, Conclave, Dune Part 2, Nosferatu, and Wicked. I don't know what's gonna win.
First I'll say I'm happy with this category.
Yeah, genuinely. This is especially Dune Part 2 getting it. I think that's sick as fuck.
I think all 5 of these would deserve to be here.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any even that I'm like mad. I'm glad to see that Amelia Perez isn't here.
Yeah, I know. First time.
We're
I
cheering.
think actually genuinely first time. Was it in visual effects?
No, it was in sound.
Yeah, okay.
Imagine it was in visual effects.
Of course it
Oh my god. I don't know.
This is hard. This could go a lot of different ways.
It could. I wonder if
I'd be fine if any of these won.
I think my immediate or at least like I don't know. I love the production design of all these, but I think my favorites are The Brutalist and Nosferatu and Wicked.
I think Wicked is gonna win.
I think Wicked has strongest chance either here or like in costumes. But what is interesting about The Brutalist here is I wonder if like the whole AI discourse around it is going to hurt its chances in this category specifically. Well, no, because it's like, it was the Hungarian language thing.
Yeah,
but then,
which I don't think is bad at all. Like I read the whole thing and I was like, oh, this is.
It's just like ADR and like speech editing.
It's literally ADR. It's editing. It's literally editing. It's
the what I think is interesting about it is partly because they were like really like part of the whole selling thing about this movie is that they did everything. Yeah. I mean, not how good the accent, but it's just like, they did everything like by hand. It's like, these are artisans and real people, and like, we shot on this division and like
We were talking at work that it feels like a smear campaign from another studio.
I could see that. But I mean, there was something that had come out about like the designs for the buildings being inspired by like they got ideas from AI, and then like the designs were gotten from that. Brady Corbett, is it Corbett or Corbet? Corbet came out and said
he denied that.
Yeah, he like denied it or like corrected or like slightly, I don't know. But regardless of where it stands, I just wonder if the presence of that conversation even happening is gonna
knock it out,
hurt it. But more specific, like specifically for this category, it still looks like amazing.
Though. Yeah. It could definitely. I think I would vote. I don't know what I would vote for. I don't know. These are all really cool. This is really cool. This is probably the coolest category I think so far. Yeah. Most deserving.
I think in terms of what will win, I'd say it's either going to be The Brutalist or Wicked.
I think Wicked will win, and I think should win is honestly, I think Dune Part 2 should win.
I think I would pick for my should win either like Wicked or Nosferatu. Honestly, I love the way that Nosferatu looks, and so I would just love it if it got an award. Truthfully, when we get to cinematography, because Nosferatu did get a cinematography nomination. Now that Nickelboys is not nominated, unfortunately, I think my like should win pick would go to Nosferatu.
Oh yeah, me too. No, Nosferatu's out to swing for me. I just think production design I would vote for. I think just Dune Part 2 looks really cool, and I like for example, like the set that's like the huge room of like a pool of water. I think looks amazing. I think
and the arena.
The arena looks
with the black and white sun.
Totally, I think that looks really cool. I love all the Harkonnen like little rooms with Austin, and I don't know. I just think it looks amazing.
I would, like I said, like we've been saying, I would not be mad if any of these people won. I love all of them.
I'm cheering for whoever wins.
And I love really good.
I watched that last night. It looks great.
Yeah, no, and I love the production design aspect specifically. It's not even that I just love the movies and that I want it to win. Like I specifically love the production design.
No, this is the best category so far. I'm gonna say I'm gonna give that a check for the Academy. Like you did good with this one.
Y'all ate with that one. Okay, what is next?
International feature. I'm Still Here, The Girl with the Needle, Amelia Perez, Seed of the Sacred Fig, and Flow. Amelia Perez will win.
Amelia Perez is going to win. Unfortunately, I think Seed of the Sacred Fig should win.
Me too. That's the only one I've seen in this, besides I'm Still Here. But I think Seed of the Sacred Fig is like amazing.
See the Sacred Fig is absolutely amazing. I talked about this on my episode with Jack last week, my top 10. It was like at number 5 on my list. That is the movie, like we were saying earlier, I think that is like a much better like political thriller.
Oh my God, 1,000%.
Like I'm Still Here.
Yeah, definitely.
And I have not seen The Girl with the Needle. I've heard good things about it.
I need to see Flow.
And then, yeah, like I said, Flow is cute, but it's not. I don't think it tops at least, See the Sacred Fig. Or I like I'm Still Here, I think, even more than Flow. I just think Amelia Perez just needs to just disappear and go away. But unfortunately, I do think that will win.
Next up is the shorts. Do we want to skip those?
I have not seen any of the shorts.
But shout out to that.
Shout out to the short film branch. This is not shade to you.
Maybe.
Yes, no. I mean, because they usually put like shorts blocks like in theaters, like once they're nominated.
I love going to those. It's so much fun.
Yeah, no. So we will check y'all out.
Shout out
to the live action short, documentary short, and the
just
animated
like
short.
Put a pin in here.
Yes,
we're coming back.
Yes, put a pin in these.
Next is documentary feature, which I haven't seen any of these.
Read them out though.
Black Box Diaries, No Other Land, which I hear is amazing.
I've heard that's amazing.
Yeah, I need to watch that. That's like very high on my list right now. Porcelain War, soundtrack to Coup d'etat.
Which that is another one that's really high on my list. That's like,
what is it about?
It's about like jazz musicians during like the Cuban Revolution, or it's about like music in the time of like war crisis. But it's like it's the only thing I know about it though is that it is 2.5 hours long. It's a really long documentary. But I've been really interested to see that one because I love documentaries about jazz music. But what's the last one?
Sugar King.
Okay, I've heard of that, and I've heard it was good.
I've heard of these. I think the one that I think I've been hearing the most is No Other Land. I doubt they'll give it an Oscar though.
I don't know. I think
they gave Navalny an Oscar.
Yeah, the Oscars they only like to be really political in like documentary or like the awards that like people quote unquote care about less. So like documentary feature or documentary short or the I will say I am surprised. Right, I am surprised that Will and Harper isn't nominated because I feel like that's like that's like on the same level as like My Octopus Teacher. I feel like
I really liked Will and Harper,
and I did too. Yeah, I thought it was really sweet. Very, very pleasing to a lot lot of like the old white liberals.
Especially that not getting it over Amelia Perez's, or what I mean.
Right.
That's actual good.
I know. I said on the podcast last episode, after I mentioned Will and Harper as one of my honorable mentions, all that I said about it was fuck Amelia Perez.
Yeah. Totally.
That was it. I'm like, this is truth. This is authenticity, even though it is told through the lens of older white upper class America.
But so, it's a start.
It's much more of a start than Amelia Perez, which I feel like is very reductive. I've not seen No Other Land, but understanding the context of it being about like Israel and Palestine, but like from the Palestinian perspective, but like shot there in the same way that what was the one last year? Is it 20 Days in Mariupol?
Oh yeah,
the one that was the Ukraine war.
Did that win last year?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so too. But only won the year before that. Yeah. My dad was running like really into that. Which like makes sense for him.
But yeah, so I'll say I think No Other Land is probably gonna take it.
I hope so.
And I haven't seen any of the other nominees.
But shout outs, hopefully we'll see you guys.
Yes.
Music original song. This is crazy. El Mal, Amelia Perez, which I hear is a bop actually. The Journey from the 6888. Diane Warren. Are you kidding me? Again, girl. Okay.
And it's a Tyler Perry movie on top of it.
Wow, what a combo.
Oh my God.
They're not doing performances this year.
They're not. And honestly, after this list, I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm fine. Sure. Well, I would have loved to have seen times 10.
No rate. Or even compress, repress.
Yeah, exactly. Like a Bird from Sing Sing.
Which that song is good.
Okay.
I wonder... I mean, Amelia Perez is going to win this category.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
that
There's
was
also
surprising.
Elton John, Never Too Late.
And they love Elton John. Do you remember when
They
he won
love
the song
Elton
for
John.
Rockin' Man that year?
Yeah.
That was the year they didn't even nominate Beyonce for the Lion King song. Not that I'm advocating for the Lion King movie, but that song is amazing.
No, that's
Spirit,
I forgot the word.
What's the heavens open? But you got it though. You got it though. It was there. It was there. I think, like I said, the Academy loves Elton John.
I gotta re-listen to that one.
It's listen to The Gift.
Somewhere.
Check out The Gift to the listener. The Lion King, The Gift, Beyonce's companion album that she put out for the Lion King live action movie. Oh, and Black is King.
That is so good.
Yes, and the visual album that she put out for it. Just disregard the fact that the John Favreau Lion King exists.
Did
Treat Beyonce's Lion King as a Lion King. I saw Mufasa.
Okay, I don't even want to get into it. Actually,
we don't have to get into it. It's not very good. Barry Jenkins had a bit of a flop year. That's all I'll say.
That's okay. We've all been there.
It has to happen.
It does. So for this, I think El Mal will win, and I've not listened to any of these songs, so I can't give it. So.
Okay. Well, El Mal is Zoe Saldana's like big number.
Yeah. Which love her.
And that sequence is shot well.
Yeah.
And it's creative. The song's not terrible. I just don't really like the style of any of the music in the movie. Mi Camino, I don't think is a good song. That's Selena Gomez's song.
Okay.
Also hilarious that she did not get nominated. But okay, in terms of will win, I think El Mal will win. Should win. I would vote for the song from Sing Sing just because I love Sing Sing.
I mean, it's about Sing Sing, so
yeah.
Right? We're singing it out, bro.
Snub. We did not. I did not mention this, but Clarence Macklin in Sing Sing is one of the best performances of the year and did not get nominated for Best Supporting Actor. He did get in another category, which we'll get to, but his performance is amazing and it should have been recognized. Made me very mad, kind of sad. Okay, will win, El Mal. Should win, Like a Bird from Sing Sing. You agree? Yeah,
why not? Music original score: The Brutalist, Conclave, Emilia Perez, Wicked, What the Fuck, and then The Wild Robot. I think The Brutalist is amazing.
The Brutalist score is amazing.
I think it will win, and I think it should win.
In this category, yes, I think The Brutalist should win.
Yeah, in this category is a really good point.
Yeah, and I think it can eke it out over everything else. The Conclave score is really good. It's really strong and it's really effective too in the context of the movie. Fuck Emilia Perez again.
I just feel like people are going to vote for Wicked because they think it's going to be like the songs, and that's not.
How did Wicked make it in and Dune 2 couldn't?
I don't know.
Dune 2 wasn't even allowed to be eligible.
I know. It's so dumb. It's so dumb.
And listen, and this is from someone that likes Wicked. Why the fuck did Wicked get a Best Original Score nomination?
I don't remember a score moment from the movie, and I feel like people. I don't know.
I think it only got the nomination because it was Wicked. Like it just got it because of the name recognition of it.
But I feel like people are going to vote for it because they're going to be like, "Oh, Defying Gravity and Popular." And
right, and it's like that's not the score.
Yeah,
those are songs.
So if that wins, I'm going to be really sad. But I could see it.
I could see it, but I don't think it would. I think the voters are smart enough to understand that of these scores.
I don't know who's smart enough.
That's true. I mean, okay, the Wild Robot score is good.
Who's Chris Bowers?
He's
done stuff I like.
Yeah, no, he's relevant. He's black. So shout out to him. But he did the score for
Apple Music. Shout out.
He's done the score for a few things. I think maybe
Bridgerton,
One Night in Miami.
Yeah, he fucking cooked with Bridgerton. Actually, that is a great score.
I think he did the One Night in Miami score, maybe.
He did The Last Repair Shop. He did Haunted Mansion. He did Inventing Anna. He did King Richard. He did Respect. He did Space Jam. He did United States versus Billie Holiday. He did When They See Us. That's really good. But yeah, he's cooked through and through, I think.
Yeah, no, I'm not mad at that.
No, I need to again.
Like we've been saying. Challengers.
Yeah, and also the queer is really good, which is also
the queer score is amazing.
Queer is just amazing in general.
Both teams from Challengers and Queer. I am so sorry that y'all were let down because like even the score from Nosferatu, I think is
that's really good too.
Really strong and good over Emilia Perez and Wicked. But what are you picking to win and what is?
I'm picking The Brutalist.
Okay.
Okay, that wasn't really right. That was more like close, like Jurassic Park.
Yeah, that sounded. I was like, I think that's Jurassic Park.
Whoa, God, that's embarrassing. I know what it sounds like in my head, and it made you know what?
That's what matters.
Like we love shout out to Jurassic Park.
Shout out to Jurassic Park.
Like why not? Like that should be nominated.
But no, yeah, I'm gonna pick The Brutalist as my should win, and I think I'm gonna lock it in as my will win.
I think so too, but I could see Wicked happening.
Yeah, I think I unfortunately could see Amelia Perez happening just because I unfortunately think we're in a world where there's like at least a 45% chance that we see an Amelia Perez sweep.
Yeah, I think they're going to win.
Which is very scary.
They're going to win Best Picture. I don't know. It could happen. Especially the stuff with The Brutalist. I think The Brutalist is the strongest.
The Brutalist is the most like textbook like Best Picture winner,
and,
I think.
I mean, not to spoil, I think it should win Best Picture. I think it's brilliant. Mm-hmm. But I don't know, all that guy stuff coming out, which again feels like a smear campaign probably from Netflix.
But if it works, then I mean the people that put out the smear campaign,
that's good PR, dude. Like, you know what? Good for you.
It's literally all like politics.
It's all politics.
But
okay, makeup and hairstyling. A Different Man, Amelia Perez, Nosferatu, Substance, and Wicked.
Amelia Perez does not need to be here.
No.
Does not need to be here at all. What makeup and hairstyling are you talking about?
I would put Brutalist over this. Like, you know, Adrian Brody looks at the end when he's all old and stuff. That's fire. That's better than, I don't know.
I think
that looks nice. I don't know. Now I'm just naming movies.
Right.
The Conclave, Stanley Tucci's bald. Like, I don't know.
I think for
I'm gonna say Nosferatu or The Substance.
If I would swap anything in for
I know what I would
makeup, I think honestly,
Dune.
Yeah. That's better than what I was about to say. I was about to say
costumes.
Dune.
Oh, we haven't got there yet.
Did not get in for costumes, but I was about to say The Apprentice.
Oh yeah, Apprentice is good. That looks pretty good.
2 Sebastian Stan movies in makeup and hairstyling though. But over Amelia Perez. But the movie that you said though, Dune, yeah, I would agree. I think The Substance could take this.
I hope it does.
And that's what I think should win as well.
I agree. Will win or should win. I think
Nosferatu could be an alternate should win. I don't think it's gonna take it, but between like it basically just the creature design in The Substance and Nosferatu, I think shits on all these movies. Wicked, like the green looked good.
Win, that's stupid. Yeah, the green looks good. Who gives a fuck?
But that's about it. And Ariana looked gorgeous.
Oh my god, stunning.
But again, that's it. That's all y'all got.
There. Yeah, for sure.
The Substance or Nosferatu as my should win, but I think The Substance is going to take it, totally. and they deserve it.
Yep. Film editing, Nora, The Brutalist, Conclave, Amelia Perez, and Wicked. Substance not getting in, I'm mad about.
Substance not getting in. Challengers not getting in.
Challengers, I think I could put in any of these categories, just gonna let the audience know, and I'd be like, should win, will win, but I don't know what happens.
Nickel Boys, Challengers, and Dune 2. I think you can swap out with Honora, Amelia Perez, and Wicked.
Totally.
Because Honora is edited in a comedic way, and that's probably why it got in, just because it's like a lot of the comedy comes from like how the film is cut. Which I can see that, but I don't think there's much impact in the way it's edited, unlike Nickel Boys, a film where like the editing is almost kind of everything.
Yeah, definitely. Editing is what makes the movie.
Same with Challengers. I think the editing is really like
it's essential to the movie. Same with like Oppenheimer last year.
Right.
We're playing with so many different timelines, so many different perspectives, so many different people. Like it's great that one editing last year. I think it makes sense.
And I saw there's 2 scenes in Challengers that I want to point out. One I saw a video that was an interview that the editor of Challengers did, because they've been putting out a lot of behind the scenes stuff for Challengers recently, or like in the last week or so, because of voting. Yeah. But he was talking about the scene where the 3 of them are talking on the beach, like when they're still teenagers, and he said that every time the camera cuts to either Art or Patrick, it passes through Tashi. And in
cool.
that sense, it's like, it never goes straight from art to Patrick or Patrick to art. Like it cuts to a shot of Tashi before it goes to the
cool.
really and it's like reinforcing the power dynamic, that, and also the scene of Tashi, Zendaya, and Mike Feist in the hotel room.
So good.
And how it's literally edited like a tennis match.
It's edited like a tennis match.
It's so like, it's a little jarring when you watch it because it feels like it's cutting really fast and it's almost like balanced, but it's like it feels like a game. Like it literally feels like how your vision is when you're watching a tennis game.
Yeah.
Like you're looking here for 2 seconds, you're looking here for 10 seconds, you're looking here for half a second, you're looking here for,
Totally. Such a good film. Whatever.
Oh my God, it's such a good film. Or you spend some time looking like at everything before you go back and focus back in.
Definitely. It's just a really well directed.
It's just such a well
directed. Yeah.
Everything about my God. Oh my God. I'm so mad. Okay. Editing though, yeah. So
But I feel like challengers, I think at least me and I think a lot of people are gonna be watching challengers year after year more than a lot of nominees this year.
Yes.
And that's what matters in the end.
Yes. Impact.
It's impact. Like I feel like
and that's why Beyonce is the best pop star of all
time.
Exactly.
And that is why there's gonna be so many parodies of challengers.
Right.
Of whether it's the looking back and forth, whether it's the sunglasses, whether it's
the
kissing.
Challenges. Halloween.
Yeah,
Halloween last year. Do you know how many fucking Tashis and arts I saw?
So many.
Oh my! Nobody was Patrick.
I know, my little baby. I love Patrick so much.
But
I love Josh.
I think art just looks more like a costume because he's blonde. Okay. In terms of this editing category as it is, though,
I don't know. I'm not sure about any of these.
My will win and should win. I would say, okay, I'll say my should win. I think Conclave of this pack of nominees should win.
Yeah, the editing is really good.
And truthfully, I could see it winning as well. The only competition that I think it has is The Brutalist, though.
Yeah. Brutalist, I really like the editing in that movie. Yeah, I'll give it to Conclave. Why not? I think Conclave is great, and like it looks so nice, and a lot of that it's not only because of the cinematography, but because of the editing.
Right. Yeah.
So I'll give it to it. I'll agree with you on this, and I think The Brutalist probably will win. Okay, next is probably one of my favorite categories, costume design. In my next life, I'll be a costume designer, or maybe in this one. Who knows? I'm still young.
Who knows?
A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Gladiator 2, random, Nosferatu, and Wicked.
Gladiator 2 in here over supporting actor, crazy.
It's strange.
But continue what you were saying.
Should win is Nosferatu, and I think Wicked probably won't win.
Yeah, I'd agree. I think Wicked is going to take it, but I think should win. I would agree, 100%.
Nosferatu is so brilliant, and the way it plays with colors and just like the kind of grayscale color scheme that movie has in general looks so brilliant.
But there's still ultimately there's still like rich color in it, which is so like I don't even know how.
Because they play with how they want it to look. It doesn't look bad because the lighting's bad, or it doesn't look bad because whatever camera lens they're using is like, messing it up. Which I think a lot of movies. I know Wicked was critiqued for the way it looked for sure, which that's not unvalid. Nosferatu plays with how Robert Eggers wanted it to look, grayscale, and I'm sure he had that from the get-go, saying this is how it's going to look. Can you base the costumes around it? And just all the palette that it's in. Nothing is standing out. Nothing looks boring. It's a really brilliant costume design.
Yeah, no, I would agree 100%. I do want to shout out though, the costume designer for Wicked is black, so if he wins, I'm not mad.
Of course.
Yeah, he's black and gay.
Oh,
so shout out to Paul Tazewell.
And they look great, especially all the extra costumes.
All the extra
costumes.
The Olive Glinda's, he was talking about how like spirals was like her motif, and so there's like always some kind of spinning element to everything she's doing, and like Cynthia's costumes are like very textured
really cool,
and complex. They're black, so you can't see it immediately, but like when you look at it, it's like
Michelle Yeoh looks great. A Complete Unknown, I think, is really random in this category.
Yes, and I think just because it's period.
But I think I just rewatched The Brutalist, and the costume design in The Brutalist is like brilliant. It is like absolutely genius. I don't know why it struck me so much this time, but just the different color palettes that each character had. Like Guy Pearce was rarely not wearing red, white, and blue, which I thought was so interesting, and the way that like you show how Laszlo's going up in society versus how when he's falling, and just the way that the costumes are showing that is just so brilliant. I would replace A Complete Unknown with that, is all I'm trying to say here.
Mm-hmm.
But also like Brutal Sweep, like in my mind.
I could see that. I could see that, and I could agree. I would even see like Maria in this category.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I'm
surprised that Amelia Perez is not in this category. Just because, like, why is it not in any? Like, why is it on everything?
But also, like, costumes are like nothing.
Yeah, exactly. So
the costumes are nothing in that movie. So it makes sense. Even I would even say,
what about the substance?
The Room Next Door, which is a very interesting. But it's just because I just love like all the costumes in Almodovar's movies, just because it's color is so like integral to like all of his stories, and it's the way that. Every single time they like take a jacket off, and I'd be like, "Oh my god!" Like it's like this like monochromatic but it's like this the most gorgeous red with like a solid blue bag.
Oh, stop it!
And it's like just the most gagging. Like oh my god, he knows how to do a pop of color right. I was like, this is. I need him to. This is gagging. My wardrobe for sure. I was like, this is gagging.
Also, this is gonna be crazy of me. I really like the costume designs in Baby Girl.
Oh, okay.
I think I like a coat. I like a dress. I'm not going to put it in there, but I do like that. I think the Substance costumes are really cool too.
Yes.
They're already iconic.
I could agree. The ripped up dress.
Ripped up dress is iconic. The yellow coat is iconic with the gloves. The little pink suit she has on. It's iconic.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Gladiator 2, like, whatever, that's fine, I guess.
Gladiator 2 makes sense.
They like a period piece, but...
Yeah, like, it makes sense as, like, something that they put here.
That aren't contemporary. Right. Whatever. So, yeah. Wicked will win. Nosferatu should.
Yes.
Which, again, not mad about Wicked winning.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, this is a fun category. One of my favorites. Cinematography. The Brutalist, Dune Part 2, Amelia Perez, Maria, and Nosferatu. Maria getting in? I think that's fun.
It's fun. Ed Lachman is a great cinematographer. Mm-hmm. He shot like Carol.
Yeah.
And some other shit. Maria's a fun nominee. I just think the Nickel Boys should be here.
I mean, over Amelia Perez. Let's take
Nickel.
That out instead.
Yeah, no, I think the cinematography in Nickel Boys is better than all these movies. No shade. Yeah. But I mean, I love the cinematography in Nosferatu and Dune and The Brutalist. Shout out to Lowell.
Yeah, Lowell's the best.
Yeah, Lowell Crawley.
Where's Challengers? Where's Queer? Sorry.
Right.
Once again, I can say that for all the categories.
Yeah, no. But
I'm going to say, I don't know. I think Dune Part... No, I think Brutalist probably will win. Oh, Dune Part 2 looks so good. Okay, I don't know.
Greg Fraser.
Yeah, he's...
Shout out to Greg Fraser.
You know, I'm going to give it to Dune Part 2. Sorry, Nosferatu. No! I can't choose.
I think, well, that's why we have will wins and should wins. I think the Brutalist will win it, but of all of these, I would... my should win is between Nosferatu and Dune.
Yeah, me too.
But I also think the Brutalist looks gorgeous.
Brutalist looks really good,
like, I wouldn't be mad if it won. But if I had to pick one, it's like what I think should win. Mm. And I'm not even picking one, but it's between Dune and Nosferatu. Okay. And then I think there's one more category before we get into our...
Yes, there is.
Yeah.
Animated feature. Flow, Inside Out 2, Memoir of a Snail, Wallace and Gromit, Vengeance Most Foul, The Wild Robot. Yes. I haven't seen these except Inside Out 2, which I did not like at all. I hear I hear a lot of these are really good. So.
Yeah, no. And like as we talked about this a little bit earlier as well, but I think my personal pick would be The Wild Robot, but I also would love to see if Memoir of a Snail won, but I think Flow is going to win.
I think Wild Robot's going to win.
I feel like, because usually, I mean, you know, Wild Robot and Inside Out are like the two like big studio like movies, and usually they lean more towards the big studio ones, but sometimes or like anytime there's a Studio Ghibli movie or a Miyazaki movie in there, they give it to him.
Over Spider-Verse was crazy.
That was kind of ridiculous to me. This is not shade to Miyazaki. You know, shout out to Miyazaki, love his movies, but The Boy and the Heron was not better than Across the Spider-Verse. I don't know anybody that would agree with that. But I think definitely of like the studio movies that are in here, The Wild Robot, 100%. But Memoir of a Snail, like I said, Memoir of a Snail is just a more original story. But both of the, I'll say Wild Robot made me cry a lot. Memoir of a Snail made me like emotional. But like I didn't, I mean, tears weren't falling, but it was, I identified a little bit closer with, I identify a little bit closer with the story of Memoir of a Snail. But Wild Robot, I just think is all around the most effective movie in this category. And thus I would say the Wild Robot is my should win, but like I said, I think Flow will win just because it has the momentum.
Sure. Okay, now we get into the OTR-scars.
Okay, yes, we have our own personal nominations for the remaining categories. It's all of the writing categories, the two writing categories, the 4 acting categories, and director and picture.
Okay, so for writing original screenplay, the nominees are Anora, The Brutalist, A Real Pain, September 5, and The Substance. I think The Substance should win, and I think probably The Brutalist will win. I don't know.
This category is interesting, but in terms of the categories as is, my should win is The Substance. My will win, I think Honora's going to take it. I think that of everything in the category, I think Mikey Madison has lost some traction. And I don't think that it's a phenomenally directed movie, but the screenplay is like the thing about it. Yeah. And if there's anything that Honora is going to win, I think it's screenplay. So I think Honora will win, but I think The Substance should win. Okay. Our personal nominations for Best Original Screenplay. Would you like to start?
Sure. So I have The Substance, which again I think should win. Challengers.
Yes.
My Old Ass, which I love.
Yes.
The Brutalist and Honora. Which I hesitate because I feel like so much of Sean's movies, or so many of Sean's movies, are mostly improv. Mm-hmm. So I hesitate to put that in original, but I love Honora, so I'm going to keep it there. Mm-hmm. And I would have The Substance. No, Challenger's so good. No, I'd have The Substance one. I think it's so original. Why not?
Yeah, no, that is one thing. I talked about this on last week, or last episode. The screenplay for The Substance is really fun to read. Mm-hmm. And that is like more than you could say for like most of these other movies. Yeah. Is that like it like it's like if I was reading it as a book, like I like this is a really enjoyable, like the words are enjoyable, like not just the movie. Like it's like, have you seen the pieces of the script where it's like, she's playing with like really font size and like, all these it's like it's a crazy, like it's so against what screenplays are supposed to look like, quote unquote, but it just works so well. My original screenplay nominations, I'll say this was the category that I had the hardest time narrowing stuff down from. But my nominations are, and in no particular order, Challengers, The Substance, I Saw the TV Glow, My Old Ass, and The Seed of the Sacred Fig.
Nice.
I think, oh my God, picking a winner out of these, I would say it's between Challengers and The Substance for me, yes, but I think on your same token, I think The Substance, it would be amazing. And it won Best Screenplay at Cannes. So I think it could have enough momentum to like get it at the actual Oscars. I know I was just saying like Honora, but I have it as my should win for the real awards. And, like I said earlier, the Cannes Film Festival has a lot of power and traction. So, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, shout out to the original screenplay. Yeah. Shout out to the original screenplay category this year.
It's always one of my favorite categories.
There's a lot of good shit. There's a lot of good shit.
There's a lot of fun stuff.
Yeah, even shout out to A Real Pain. I think the screenplay for A Real Pain is the best part of it.
Totally. I like Real Pain a lot. I think that's a fun movie.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, writing adapted screenplay, which is always a little iffy, but whatever. Yeah. A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Emilia Perez, which, like, didn't he steal it? Anyways. Nickel Boy, Sing, and that's it.
That's why I'm like, I was wondering what it's adapted from, and I'm like, it's literally adapted from, it's a stolen idea. Yeah. My will win, I think, okay, I mentioned this on the podcast, and I think the only movie in this category that I think potentially has a stronger screenplay than Nickel Boys is Conclave.
I agree.
And so I would say that Conclave, and it won at the Golden Globes, right?
I love the Conclave screenplay. I think it's great.
Yeah, no, I think Conclave is going to take adapted screenplay.
Oh,
My personal should win is Nickel Boys, obviously. Glad to see Sing Sing nominated here, though.
Totally.
The only category that they're both nominated in, I believe. Sing Sing missed out on a Best Picture nomination, which I think is unfair and sad. No, yeah, my will win is Conclave, should win is Nickel Boys.
I'm going to say should win is Conclave. I really like that. But I love Nickel Boys too, so I'm not going to, like, both are great. Yes. Okay, adapted. So my nominations are Conclave, Dune Part 2, Nickel Boys, Queer, and Nosferatu.
Mine was almost that.
Yeah.
Mine was almost that. Mine is Nickel Boys, Conclave, Sing Sing, Queer, and Dune 2.
Okay, cool.
Nosferatu. I was trying to decide between on whether to take out Nosferatu or Dune 2. And
Dune 2, I think, is such
Nosferatu was on the chopping block. But yeah, it was something that I had to realize. I'm like, the story is actually like amazing.
It's so good. And especially, we've talked about it, I'm sure, on the podcast before. I'm such a big fan of Dune, the books, and it is complex in a lot of ways. And they changed so much.
No, their characters are so nuanced too.
Their characters are so nuanced, and they changed so much from the books. And I wasn't mad. And because I'm such a book purist, like, deleted characters, added characters, totally changed timelines, and I'm like, yeah,
but it works for Dune the film.
Yeah, so
that's what adaptations are supposed to be. It takes things and then it improves. And I'm taking an adaptation class right now.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's like a big thing that they're like talking about. It's like adaptations to work the best, because books are not written to be movies.
Totally.
So you have to find what in the book makes the movie.
Not that I've read the Queer book, but it seems very.
Yeah, and Queer is actually an adaptation of like an unfinished book, I think.
I think so, something like that.
But it's like autobiographical.
Queer's so good too.
But yeah, I think, my winning the OTR-scars, Nickel Boys is winning the OTR-scars.
You know what? I'm going to give it to Conclave again. I rewatching it last night. Like, I was like, you know what? This is sick. Okay, and then next, actress in a supporting role.
Okay.
Girl. Okay, whatever.
Okay.
Let's just lock in. Monica Barbaro, pretty girl, we love her. A complete unknown, Joan Baez, the queen. Ariana Grande for Wicked.
Shout outs.
Felicity Jones, the brutalist. Isabella Rossellini, the queen. Conclave. Zoe Saldana, Emilia Perez. Will win is Emilia Perez, Zoe Saldana. And should win Ariana Grande. I
would agree 100% in that the way that category has shaken out.
Yeah, which is so disappointing. I really thought
Ariana Grande, I think, is next on the list in terms of like most likelihood. But I just think that Zoe Saldana has too much momentum. Like, she's doing too well
for it to
flip in Ariana's favor.
Olivia Colman.
That is true. I mean, and we are still like a month out. The nominations came out this morning. There's still over a month worth of campaigning that people have to do.
Totally.
So, this is just, everybody was like, we were just weeding people out this time.
Totally.
But, I would agree 100%. Will win. Zoe Saldana should win. Ariana Grande.
Totally.
Okay.
My best supporting actress category, I cheated a little bit.
Okay.
I'm sorry. So I have Ariana Grande for Wicked. Margaret Qualley for The Substance.
Okay.
Isabella Rossellini. I have to say it with the accent. It's so fun to say. Shout out the Queen. I just watched Blue Velvet for the first time.
Oh, really?
She crushed. Anyways, Isabella Rossellini, Rebecca Ferguson for Dune, and then this is my cheat. I said the three females in The Sea of the Sacred Flame.
Oh, okay. You did a little Cannes thing, they did at Cannes Film Festival.
Yeah, I just couldn't pick one of the performances out of those, but I think one of them should.
There's overlap with what you're saying with me and you, but not in the way that you think.
What the fuck does that mean?
And we'll get to it because I don't want to overspoil.
Okay.
I kind of cheated too. I have 6 people written down, and it's more because about half an hour before you came over, I was just scrolling. I was looking at all the nomination news and all everything, and a name popped up that I had forgotten about. And that name is Danielle Deadwyler.
Oh, yeah. She's nominated at the SAG Awards.
She is nominated at the SAG Awards. The Piano Lesson is a movie that I think is good. I don't think it's groundbreaking. I think it is probably the least effective of all the August Wilson adaptations so far. But one thing that all those movies share in common is I think all of their performances are really strong.
Totally.
I think as a whole, the ensemble is probably the weakest in the piano lesson of the three. But Danielle Deadwyler in that movie, I think is probably the best performance I've seen from her, like in anything. She had a lot of traction for the Emmett Till movie a year or two ago, and she didn't get nominated, but she was like in a lot of conversations for it. I wasn't the biggest fan of the Emmett Till movie. I thought her performance was good, but overall, I just thought the movie was not very memorable or strong. So that didn't leave an imprint on me. But there's a scene in The Piano Lesson. I don't know if you've seen it. About like it's based around like the main piano, but it's like, you know, it there's a bit of a supernatural element to the movie. I'll say that. And the sequence like with her and the ghosts, quote unquote, I just think her performance is excellent in that movie. So that's more like she's more like a shout out. But my 5: Ariana Grande for Wicked, Rebecca Ferguson.
Period.
For Dune
She's
2.
so good in that movie. Okay.
Margaret Qualley.
Yeah.
For The
We
Substance.
got a lot of similars. Yeah.
Ingenue Ellis for Nickel Boys.
Okay. Yeah.
I think the strongest performance in that movie, and she
really
literally the second time we saw it, I was like about to cry. Like I was like, oh my god,
what a movie! Oh my gosh.
And Michelle Austin in Hard Truths.
Okay,
you haven't seen Hard Truths, I know.
But I hear it's really good.
And I haven't mentioned Hard Truths yet. This whole podcast. The other Hard Truth snub that we'll get to, spoiler alert, Best Actress, that is like genuinely like top 3 snubs actually for me. Challenger score, Marianne Jean-Baptiste for Hard Truths, and Ramel Ross for Nickel Boys. Bar none. But regardless, Michelle Austin in Hard Truths, she plays the main character's sister. She's the other woman that's on the poster for context. That scene that still on the poster is from like Oscars clip for both of them. Like, oh my god, it's such a moving performance on both sides, but especially from her, and further aided by the screenplay. That was one of the ones in the original screenplay list that I was trying to narrow down from. And I talked last time about like Mike Leigh's process of writing a screenplay and how I just think it's really creative and interesting. But that's a supporting actress performance that would be in my 5. I am voting for Ariana.
Yeah.
It's
so good.
I do really like the movie, and for her to be the best part of the movie that I already really like. And I mean, you could say the same for, you know, Ingenue Ellis on my list, and that is, you know, very like also like insanely valid. But I don't know. I would just love to see Ariana Grande win an Oscar. I just think it would be like so cute, amazing and fun. I just love her also. Like, I mean, I am an Ariana Grande fan. Not like super fan, but you know, I am a fan. So
she's got hit after hit.
She does. But yeah, I would vote for Ariana. But those are my 5 with an honorable mention. Supporting actor, I believe, is next.
This is the hardest category for me.
Okay.
I had 6 until a few moments ago, and I just took one off.
That's real.
Okay, Yura Borisov for Nora, which I don't care about at all. Kieran Culkin and Real Pain. Edward Norton, which again we'll talk about in a second. That's not a supporting character. Edward Norton, The Complete Unknown. I love that. We've talked about it. Guy Pearce, The Brutalist. Jeremy Strong for The Apprentice.
Yes, I think that
Will win is Kieran Culkin by a landslide.
But I think in this category, Jeremy Strong deserves. I think that I don't think that Baldy from Menorah. It's people on Twitter have been calling him Baldy from Menorah, and it's so funny. Yura Borisov. I don't think his performance is very. Fucking Vanya's performance is more important or better to me than his. I've already said I don't think Edward Norton in Complete Unknown is anything remarkable. He just has a big forehead. I don't like Guy Pearce's character in The Brutalist.
He's really good at it though. He was the one I just took off. I'm like, I needed to make a decision, and Guy Pearce is great. I think Guy Pearce is a really good actor, and I don't think he's good enough. I mean, shout out Memento. Shout out
The Adventures of Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. Have you seen that movie?
No, I didn't know he was in that.
Are you familiar with it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's so good. He plays a twink. It's so
funny.
Oh my
god! Okay, I really didn't see it. It'd be perfect for that. But he's really good. Yeah. I just spit a lot. He's really good in The Brutalist. He's great, but
I think his
no one's
performance
voting for
is good, and part of the reason why I like dislike his character so strongly, I guess, is because of the performance.
Totally.
Yeah,
that's actually a really good point. He's really a good villain in that movie.
Yeah.
But very subtly, I think.
Yeah, if
you're stupid and you're not media literate, like some people, that maybe wouldn't understand that character. It's a very nuanced performance. I think it's great. I mean, Joe Alwyn's not great in that movie, but similar vibe.
Yeah, I like Felicity Jones. I think more as a performance in The Brutalist than Guy Pearce. But and like I said, some of my biggest snubs are in this category.
Yep.
I think Jeremy Strong is the strongest part, no pun intended, of The Apprentice.
So good in The Apprentice, especially towards like the end when he was 80.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So good. So I'd say Kieran Culkin will win, but Jeremy Strong is my should win.
Yes. And then for my Oscars, I have Jeremy Strong. Yes. Austin Butler for Dune Part 2.
Yes.
Denzel Washington for Gladiator 2.
Yes.
Bill Skarsgård for Nosferatu.
Yes.
And Hugh Grant for Heretic.
Huh.
Which they were campaigning him in lead, even though he's totally a supporting character. I really love Hugh Grant's performance.
Yes. Yeah. I think we've talked to. I don't know if I've talked to you since I've seen Heretic. Mm-hmm. I think Heretic is fine.
It's fine. I think he's really good though.
He's fine.
I love it. He's scary. I just think he should have won for Paddington too, obviously.
Now that's a performance.
This one he's freaky and I love this. I'm a huge Hugh Grant fan regardless, but I think him taking on these new interesting roles, I think he was scary. I think he holds the movie together. I don't think either of those two girls' performances are spectacular at all. In fact, I think they're kind of weak. But I think Hugh Grant really holds that movie together. I think he's really great.
I mean, I found him to be kind of annoying.
He's supposed to be.
And but it was like annoying me. I mean, that on the similar note, that's kind of how I felt about Kieran Culkin. Like when I saw A Real Pain, since I've seen A Real Pain, I've come more around on it. But it was like actually annoying me to the point of where I couldn't enjoy the experience of it past it. Like I was like actually like, oh my God, stop fucking talking. But I love that for you though. My supporting actor nominations, we have Denzel Washington for Gladiator 2. We have Austin Butler for Dune Part 2. We have Bill Skarsgård.
Period. Yes. Oh my gosh. Twinning.
Jeremy Strong for The Apprentice and Clarence Macklin in Sing Sing. I'm giving Clarence Macklin the win, but I would like to point out that Austin Butler's performance in Dune 2 is so good and is so much better than what he was doing in Elvis. Totally. Oh my God. I understand he only got this job because of Elvis. So it's a necessary evil. But y'all ate up Elvis. Watch this shit, bro.
So good. I'm going to give it to Jeremy Strong, but Austin Butler is in a close second. Okay. Actress in a leading role. Cynthia Erivo for Wicked, Carla Sofia Garcon, I hope I pronounced that right, for Emilia Perez. Gascon.
Or Gascon.
I'm pronouncing it very French.
I think it's Gascon. Yeah.
Shout out. Emilia Perez. Mikey Madison for Nora, Demi Moore for The Substance, Fernando Torres for I'm Still Here. I think Demi Moore will win. I think it should.
Demi sweep.
It's just so exciting.
Demi sweep.
Demi. It's not Demi.
No, it's Demi. She's very particular about it being Demi. Demi Moore in The Substance. You're not getting any better than that. I don't think, especially in this category. I think
I don't see an outcome where that doesn't happen.
Yeah, I don't see an outcome where that doesn't happen. Like I said, Mikey Madison, I think, is losing a bit of traction.
But I love that performance.
But that's the performance for that movie. Fernanda Torres, just because I'm Still Here did a lot better than I anticipated. I see her chances being stronger, but I don't think because she and Demi kind of have a similar story.
Yeah,
Demi obviously is American and Fernanda's British, so we just know Demi more.
Brazilian, that's okay.
I
was thinking, wait, who's British?
Did I say British?
Yeah, yes.
Oh my God, I meant American, but I was laughing at the fact that
she was British. Fernanda was British.
No, sorry, I meant Brazilian.
No, you're valid.
But I was laughing at the fact that I made an accidental pun because I said we know Demi more.
Oh, that's really funny.
than Fernanda. But we do. We like we
She's
and
an
like
icon.
Academy voters know Demi more than
She's an icon.
Fernanda Torres, and she's never like been nominated for an Oscar.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously,
it feels
never won.
very Brendan Fraser in The Whale, but
Very
in a way
much.
that I like more.
Yeah, Brendan Fraser in The Whale, I feel like is a much weaker.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
Not performance, but it's just a much like Demi has much. It's a much more valid like storyline for her, and like and win for her
definitely.
than like Brendan Fraser. But yeah, Demi all the way.
Yeah, the queen.
Again, I don't like Amelia Perez, but shout out to her. Let's do the OTR-scars.
Mine are kind of random. Mikey Madison, Lily Rose Depp, Demi Moore, Fernanda Torres, and Angelina Jolie.
Okay. Shout out to Lily Rose Depp. She almost made my list.
She's so great in that movie.
She almost made my list, but she had to get sliced out.
That's okay.
And
it's just sad that she's not in the conversation at all.
Yeah.
That's
part of it is because, horror, and also like the horror movie this year is such. I hate the fact that there's like has to be like one of each.
I know, the Oscars are
and it's like, but also like the categories that they choose it's like it's not even just by genre. It's like by everything. There's one horror movie, maybe. There's
sci-fi.
Like one sci-fi. There's one black movie. There's one like international movie.
Totally.
There's one,
it's the same movie.
Like there's one indie movie. Mm-hmm. Whatever won the Palme d'Or that year.
Yeah. No.
Like
literally, exactly.
Oh my god. And then there's like 2 or 3
one,
like textbook awards,
budget,
baby.
Like Wicked, like why is this being nominated?
Right. Yeah,
that's
shout out to
Wicked.
It's not. But okay, spoilers. My best actress list.
Yes.
We have Angelina Jolie.
Period.
For Maria. I said on my podcast last week.
Angelina Jolie. That's what they should perform
instead of the song.
Yeah.
I said on my podcast last week, I think that's one of the best performances of the year.
I totally agree, and I'm so like I thought that was gonna win.
It's crazy. Yeah, in October, I was like, oh, she's front runner right now.
Yeah, totally. Not even nominated. Obviously, I'm glad that Nicole Kidman didn't get nominated for Baby Girl, but we can't get into that.
Oh my God.
That's a good performance, unironically.
Yeah, but okay. Demi Moore from The Substance, Mikey Madison from Anora, Marianne Jean-Baptiste from Hard Truths, The Academy, you pussies. You don't want to nominate her. Mm-hmm. And she's been nominated before also. She's like not a newbie. She got nominated for Secrets and Lies about, I think it was like 30 years ago. But still, so, and I'm going to probably butcher the pronunciation of her name, but Sahela Golestani from See the Sacred Fig, the woman who played the mom.
Okay, because that's the thing is I didn't know where they would want to be because I think the moms were just benefactors. So that's why I said all of them in supporting. Okay. And I really like the older sister's performance too. And I really like the younger sister's performance.
They're all great, is the thing. I think the
mom is the standout though. Sure.
In the sense that I talked about
really
this.
Cool.
Yeah. Talked about this last episode. In the sense that like the film is really strong in the way that it represents different like political ideologies and how the characters kind of represent different political ideologies and like how their interactions kind of mimic like that of like how different people like different political ideologies interact in society. The mom being like the moderate and like kind of the one kind of as the go-between just gives her character inherently like a lot of nuance and she performs it so well because she's literally has to like figure out what kind of glue she has to be to keep the family together.
Totally. It's such a good performance.
But so I think if I had to pick a performance from the movie, it would be hers. And so I'm throwing her in as lead actress. Still giving the win to Demi Moore. I know I was talking about Marianne Jean-Baptiste, but I think that I just think that she just needs to be recognized for it. I still personally I just love The Substance and I love Demi in The Substance and I would just love it if that performance got an Oscar. So that's my best actress. Let's do actor.
Is Adrian Brody for The Brutalist, Timothy Chalamet, A Complete Unknown, Coleman Domingo, Sid Singh, Ralph Fiennes, Conclave, Sebastian Stan for The Apprentice. I think Adrian will win, and I think Adrian should win.
I think Adrian will win, but I think Coleman Domingo is my
I haven't seen it. Yeah.
I think his performance is so strong, and it's so much better than Rustin. His performance, because that was what he got nominated for last year, and I don't think Rustin is that good of a movie. It's a very formulaic and standard biopic, but like even to the point where it like takes away from the movie. It's not like Complete Unknown where it's like it's formulaic, but it's still you still enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like Rustin, I was like, this is like history class. Like I'm like, there's totally. But and that was a performance. I feel like he only got nominated because like they felt like they had to.
Totally. Which is such a bummer.
Which is like unfortunate. But for many layers on many layers. But and then also Daniel Craig missing from here is an absolute travesty.
Dude, okay.
But yeah, so my will win is Adrian and my should win is Coleman. My personal nominees are Adrian Brody, Coleman Domingo, Daniel Craig, Timothée Chalamet, but for Dune 2.
Period.
And Justice Smith from I Saw the TV Club.
That's really cool. I have Daniel Craig for Queer, Adrian Brody, Ralph Fiennes, Timothée Chalamet. I do have it for Complete Unknown. It's like I'm a Bob Dylan fan through and through, and I really, really think that's a great performance.
It's a strong performance. Yeah, I'm not mad that he got nominated.
And then I have Kieran Culkin because I think that's really good. And
it's a co-lead.
He's a co-lead, and I just wanted to put it. It's not necessarily my favorite performance of the year, but it's a lead performance, and I think it should be nominated in lead. It shouldn't win, but I would nominate it.
Yes. I think I got into it a little bit with Jack last week because I was like, I think Kieran is...
He's the first shot of the movie. He's the last shot of the movie.
Exactly.
He's the one that arcs.
Exactly. He's the one that arcs. He's the one... The character's kind of... Jesse's character is like kind of who's telling the story, quote unquote. But like, we're... Like you said, Kieran Culkin is who arcs. Like we kind of live it with him. Like our emotional experience is more tied to him.
Totally.
So I not even arguing that he's more of a lead than Jesse, but it is a co-lead. Like they are co-protagonists, like 100%. So I see that. Like I said, I almost had Kieran in my supporting actor list just because that's where he had been campaigned. But I like 100% agree. I think I'm probably still gonna pick Coleman to win, but between Coleman and Daniel,
I'm picking Daniel Craig for sure.
Yeah, I think Coleman Domingo is a fantastic actor, and I think his performance in that movie is amazing. Daniel Craig's performance is so good and queer, and Daniel Craig honestly has a similar story because he's never... I don't think he's ever gotten an Oscar nomination. He's not a big awards face person.
And he's just Bond. Like hot and like so like I'm just into his like vibe and like his aura. I just I love Daniel Craig. Like I want to hang out with him. I hear that him and his wife have swingers parties. I want to be invited. Like invite me, please. Like I won't do anything. Like I'll watch. Like I'll just hang out. But I just think that performance is so transformative. I think Daniel Craig he just embodies that person. You didn't even see Daniel Craig. Right. But he just is he loves acting. He loves acting. Mm-hmm. And whether it's Benoit Blanc or it's James Bond or it's like this, he's just becomes that person and it like flows out of his mouth like he just swallowed that person.
Right.
And it's just it's so beautiful.
He swallowed Drew Starkey. Hello.
Yeah. Drew Starkey not in the conversation.
No.
Okay.
But I also, again, just shout out to Justice Smith and I Saw the TV.
Yeah, I almost had one.
It's really strong. And J-May last week. Oh my god. Yeah, J-May last week was saying that they would put Justice Smith in their actor conversations. Okay, we've got two more.
We got two. We can do it.
Yeah.
Directing.
Jacques Audiard. Even though they call him Jack.
I don't even care to pronounce this name correctly. Amelia Perez.
Fuck Jacques Audiard.
Sean Baker, the actual GOAT, Honora, Brady Corbet, the brutalist, Corley Fargate,
I think.
Fargé, that's so much fancier. The Substance, James Mangold, a career member. What? Okay.
Yeah.
I think Brady Corbet should win, and I think he will win. But I shout-outs to Sean Baker and shout-outs to Corley as well.
Yeah, I think Brady will win.
I think so too. Which is good.
I think
it's a defeat of directing, and he's really young.
he is really young, and that's part of what I think could help him. He's got the Damien Chazelle thing kind of going for him, even though his other movies aren't as lauded as Damien's other movies are. Like this is
Childhood of a Leader really badly.
I haven't. Unfortunately, I haven't seen any of Brady Corbet's other movies. Vox Lux was like on my list to see when it came out, but I did not see it. But I've heard interesting things about that. Mm-hmm. But I just mean more generally, like, you know, Damien, like Whiplash got 5 Oscar nominations, including a win for Best Supporting Actor.
Whiplash is so good.
And then
I need to rewatch that.
La La Land was his second feature. Mm-hmm. And then you got First Man at number. Oh no! First Man, no. La La Land was second. Yeah.
He had
his
Guy
first.
and Madeline on a park bench.
La La Land was his third. Yeah, Guy and Madeline.
Technically, no one talks about that.
Yeah, no one talks about that, and I've heard it's actually not very good.
Yeah,
but still, Whiplash though is like, you know,
brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. A lot of people consider it
La La
better
Land,
than La La Land.
And then In Ways,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Babylon. First Man.
Well, no, First Man, which I think is good.
I haven't seen.
I think it's a space movie. It's a biopic, but I think it's a good movie. And then Babylon, which I love.
I love Babylon.
The Oscars didn't, unfortunately.
No, Babylon's fun. Like whatever. I think it's a really great movie. I love everything about it.
It's such a fun movie. But Brady Corbet, though, his other movies are like nowhere near Oscar conversation. He's an indie director.
Mm-hmm. And he was an actor first.
And he was an actor. Yeah, Mysterious Skin. Shout out. The movie's really good. But
I'm giving it to him.
I think he will win. My should win is between him and Corley for The Substance. Just because I also think, you know, in addition to the screenplay, it's a very well directed movie. Yeah. But the screenplay is the star, I think.
Screenplay I care about winning more than I care about director winning. Sean Baker I just love, like, shout out, but I don't think
he's not gonna win.
No, he's not.
He's not
but
gonna
he could win screenplay, and I hope that for him.
Yeah.
My directors down at the bottom. Brady Corbet for The Brutalist, Denis for Dune, Corley for The Substance, Sean Baker for Nard, just because, like, shout out, love him. And then Luca for Challengers / Queer.
Yes. Before I get into mine, I don't know why James Mangold is nominated. We mentioned that earlier, really but I just want to say it again. Whatever. Very random.
They like him a lot, though.
They do. Walk the Line was popular. And Ford versus Ferrari, too, yeah.
Logan got screenplay also.
I think the Indiana Jones movie got like a score nomination or something. Probably. But regardless, my director list mostly overlap, and nothing surprising here, I don't think, in terms of me, but Brady Corbet, Corley Farge, Denis Villeneuve, Luca.
I would actually change Sean Baker to be Nickel Boys.
Okay, well then our lists are identical. Denis Villeneuve for Dune, and then
it's the last one I did. I must have just wanted.
Yeah, and then Ramel Ross for Nickel Boys.
Yeah, I'm gonna put him in there too.
Ramel Ross I have as my will win and should
That's
win.
A really well directed movie. My goodness, that is a well directed movie. Yeah, totally.
Like, oh my god. Yeah. Like, oh my god. Yeah. So, you know, I in my heart of hearts, there's a Nickel Boys sweep. You know, there's a Nickel Boys sweep at the OTR-scars for real. But
you had Luca for Challengers or
I did have Luca for Challengers. I wrote down Luca, and then I was like, I'm gonna come back and decide which movie.
I literally wrote Challengers / Queer. Why can't you keep both? Whatever.
Right. I think that Challengers is a better directed movie than Queer.
Queer's very cool though.
But Queer is like gorgeous. But I just think in terms of like directing, Challengers for sure. And then also fucking Denis. I don't know. Denis. Yeah. Like, oh my god, he did, and I was reminded last night at the Arrival screening, he did get nominated for Best Director for Arrival, and I'm very glad that he did. But I'm like, the lack of Best Director nominations for either Dune movie,
I know,
insane.
Yeah,
insane. And while we're at it, Blade Runner 2049 as well.
Brilliant. I love that movie.
Okay,
now to the big one.
Now,
Best Picture
to the big one.
I'm not too. Okay, whatever. Anora, The Brutalist, The Complete Unknown, Conclave, Dune Part 2, Amelia Perez, I'm Still Here, so random, Nickel Boys, The Substance, and Wicked. I think The Brutalist will win. I could see a world where Amelia Perez wins, unfortunately. And I think Dune Part 2 should win.
I think I'm going to do like,
or The Brutalist.
I'm going to do top 3 for like will win and should win, just because there's so many nominees. Yeah. This was a category, most of which was expected. Like we said, I'm Still Here was very surprising. Nickel Boys was not a surprise to me, but it is being treated as a surprise. I think it's mostly surprising just because it only has one other nomination. But I don't think its presence here is surprising at all. But in terms of my top three like will win options are The Brutalist, Amelia Perez. I can't even believe I was saying that out loud.
It's not
Amelia
well
Perez and Conclave. I think are
Conclave
like
best picture.
Conclave. When Conclave came out, that was like a big like people were like,
I think Conclave is so
this
good.
going to win this picture? Conclave, I think, is the most.
It's a really important movie right now.
Yeah. I think it's the most like textbook like awards movie, quote unquote, on this list. And because of that, I think it has way more of a chance than people are like thinking about it or like realizing. Yeah. Complete Unknown is also like textbook, but I'm very surprised that 8 nominations for Complete Unknown is crazy. Yeah. But yeah, so my will win is between The Brutalist, Amelia Perez, and Conclave. My should win is going to be between Nickel Boys, The Substance, and Dune Part 2. Love. We've said so much about all these movies already, but we love them. Yeah, no, we love them. The OTR-scars Best Picture nominees, the two sets of Best Picture nominees. Would you like to start?
Sure. Mine's in no particular order. Brutalist, Nosferatu, Conclave, Dune Part 2, Challengers, Anora, The Substance, Nickel Boys, Seed of the Sacred Fig.
Okay. A decent amount of overlap.
Dune Part 2 is winning. Just let everyone know.
Okay.
But shout out to The Substance. Anyway.
Shout out to The Substance.
And The Brutalist. And actually all these movies. I like all these movies. Anyways, keep doing it.
Yeah, no. My Best Picture list, if you listened last week, is not a direct like overlap between like my top 10 of the year. But we're going Nickel Boys, and also in no particular order. Nickel Boys, Dune Part 2, Nosferatu, Challengers, The Seed of the Sacred Fig, Conclave, The Substance, Sing Sing, The Brutalist, and I Saw the TV Glow.
Cool. A lot of overlap.
A lot of overlap, but notably Sing Sing, I Saw the TV Glow, See the Sacred Fig, Challengers, Nosferatu. Yeah, none of those in the Academy's 5. I thought about a Wicked Best Picture nomination.
I put it in. I think it's so fun. It's just like a grand Hollywood movie, and I like that.
Yeah, and I get that, and I understand that. I think as it like overall, like taking everything like in it, like I enjoy Wicked so much. There are things that I think are not as good about it, but like I'm like, you know, as a whole of everything and as like something that I would want to award like, you know, Best Picture. Yeah. These are the 10 that I'm picking Nickel Boys, obviously. Yeah. I just think it's gorgeous. It's a new American masterpiece even.
It is pretty fantastic.
But shout out to the OTR-scars.
Yeah, wow. You know, we should have had a red carpet in I would have liked that.
Oh my God. That is everything. That's all of our nominations. That's all of the Oscar nominations. Now. Looking forward to whatever is going to happen.
It's going to be crazy. Whatever
in March. I think March 2nd. Yeah, is that?
March.
So you know, we're gonna be sitting attentive and seeing what is going to happen. Will Isabella Rossellini's like, you know, late stage Nepo baby arc work for her?
That'd be crazy. Zoe Saldana? I don't know. I don't know. It could go any which way.
It could go any which way in any category. And I mean, we didn't even come back to this production design category. I think still best category.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no. I think that's the only category where I don't disagree with any part of it. Genuinely. But so yeah, the production design category is innocent, but otherwise. Yeah,
so that's we're turning off the TV after that. Yeah. We'll watch that and we'll be like, okay, whatever. You know.
But otherwise.
Because I'm interested to see what happens there. Costumes. I'm interested to see what happens to costumes. I'm interested to see what happens with all of these.
I know. Yeah, I'm interested to see what happens with the original screenplay. Actually.
Yeah. Me too.
But. You know, we'll be tuned in March, and you know, hopefully y'all will too. If you've listened to this whole thing, you likely will.
Yeah.
But thank you for listening. Thank you, Vivian, for being here.
Thank you for having me. I had the best time.
This has been so fun. OTR will be back soon with, I think, a
Sundance.
Sundance coverage is
I
going to
can't wait to
be
listen
the
to
next
that.
thing coming
When
up.
do you leave?
I leave tomorrow morning.
Woo! Oh my gosh.
So the festival today is officially the first day of the festival, but I am arriving on day 2.
And when do you come back?
And I will be there for 4 days.
4 days. Wow.
So I will hopefully be seeing. Well, right now I'm seeing 10 things.
Cool.
I believe.
Don't tell me anything. Hold for the next episode.
Hold for the next episode. We'll get into all things Sundance with Piper. And it'll be fun. It'll be a time. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for listening. And we'll hope to see you again.